first what I'm going to do is go ahead and get started with my brows. I'm using the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in the shade Espresso. I actually really like this brow pencil. It's actually a great dupe in my opinion for the MAC brow pencils. Except for this one actually has a spoolie on the end. So it's actually a little bit more useful to me. And it's cheaper. So what I'm going to do is just outline my brow. And then what I'm going to do is fill in where it needs to be filled. Now, I've mentioned this before, but you want to make sure you keep your product, like the actual brow product, up just a little bit, because what this is going to help you do is save product, which equals saving a coin. Okay? And to keep my brow hairs in place, I'm going to go in with my MAC Pro Longwear Waterproof Brow Set in the shade Quiet Brunette. And I'm just going to lightly place product in my brow hair. But what my main goal is to do is to keep my brow hairs in place. So I like for majority of my brow to be going the way the brow is going, and then in the front of my brow I like to kind of have those hairs brushed a certain way. So I just put a little bit of product there, and I'm going to take that spoolie again from the NYX Micro Brow Pencil and just kind of diffuse that shade. Normally I'll use a clear brow set, but I'm out of it. Now I'm going to go in and clean my brows up using Tarte's Shape Tape Concealer, one of my faves, and I'm going to use that in the shade Deep. And I'm not going to use this fat brush to do so. I'm going to actually just kind of take some of the product off with one of my angle brushes and then carefully clean up my brow. Because at the end of the day, girl, your brows will make or break your face, child. So make sure they're on fleek at all times. And I'm just going to brush some of that product down to blend it out. And just take my finger and press it in. Alright, so I want my eyeshadows to be really intense. So I'm going to go in with my INGLOT Liner in the shade 77. And I'm going to use a flat brush to apply this. And I'm going to use that as my base all over my lid. So I like to start from the lower lash line and just kind of build it up. But you want to be careful when doing so, because you do not want to start looking like a raccoon, girl. Alright, so now that that's all diffused and blended out, I'm going to go in with this orange shade here from the J.Cat Beauty Hollywood 24 eyeshadow palette. And I'm going to start blending that into my crease using a soft blending brush. I'm just using this as like my first transition shade. Alright, and to deepen my crease a little bit, I'm going to go in with this soft brown, which has a really orange undertone as well. And I'm just going to put that right in the crease. Blend that out. Now I'm going to go in with this rusty brown color and put that in the crease to kind of help the black and the orange meet and diffusing that color. Now I'm going to take just a regular eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to take this purple here and I'm going to press that onto my lid. So now I'm just taking some glitter primer, and I'm actually going to go in with that same flat brush that I used to put the INGLOT liner on my lid. And I'm just going to place some of that glitter primer right on my lid. Right on top of that purple. Told y'all I was going to come back and use this Rihanna Galaxy palette again. The colors are in here, I'm telling you, are so freaking gorgeous. Like, I cannot even contain myself. Like, these colors are so gorgeous. The shade is called Extraterrestrial, and I'm just gonna press that on the ends. Oh my goodness. Almost like a halo effect. With my eye, I'm gonna pop Meter Crush in the center. Boom. Alright, so before I finish my eyes, I'm going to go ahead and start perfecting my skin. So I'm going to go in starting using my favorite foundation from Estee Lauder, the Double Wear Stay in Place Makeup Foundation. And this is in the shade Sandalwood. It's literally my perfect match. And my sponge is damp because I just want to light coverage today, nothing too heavy. Now I'm going to go and highlight underneath my eyes using my Shape Tape again in the shade Deep. Highlight that face, child. And I'm just gonna blend that out with the other end. I don't know what's wrong with my speech. You know, I really gotta start recording when I'm dead tired. But I'm just gonna go ahead and blend that out. And this is a Real Techniques sponge. I know a lot of my makeup friends hate this sponge, but I just feel like you just gotta kind of know how to work with it. It's really not that bad. And I'm going to set that using my black Opal powder in the shade Natural Light. And I'm just taking a really cheap sponge that I got from Dollar Tree. These actually work really great. And I'm going to set that powder underneath my eyes. Ooh, child, don't put too much. Put that on the bridge of my nose as well. And while that's cooking up a little storm, I'm going to go in with my Mineralized Skinfinish in the shade Dark Deepest and contour my nose and my face. I love this powder. It gives it a really natural, well, it is a natural skin finish, but it really does give a natural finish. I don't know, I just want this look to be really soft but dramatic at the same time. It definitely lives up to its title, Skin Finish. And I'm going to dust a little bit of Pinch Me from MAC to get my cheeks poppin'. Don't leave the powder underneath my eyes to bake, but I do want to add some color, and I'm thinking I may put a little bit of glitter underneath my eyes as well, and I just want it to be an easy cleanup, so I'm going to leave the powder there. And I'm actually going to go back in with my INGLOT liner, and I am going to line my waterline as well as right up under my lash line with this gel. Sorry guys, got a text. Ooh, I might even just leave it like that. That's really pretty. I like that. Ooh, seductive. So I'm gonna go back in with the J.Cat Beauty Hollywood palette, and I'm gonna use that same purple that I use as my eyeshadow base, and I'm gonna dust that right on top of that INGLOT liner. Smoke it out. And I am using a pencil brush to do so. This is really pretty. The liner brush and take Sunburst and put that right there. Ooh. Okay, Sunburst. Dust that powder away. Alright, now I'm going to go in with Trophy Wife. And y'all know how pigmented this is. So we're just going to lightly tap our product using our fan brush, and we're just gonna fan some of that on. Ooh, child. Rihanna, why you do this to me, girl? Jesus. Okay, so for my lips, I'm gonna use 2 liquid lipsticks and a clear gloss. This is like my go-to nude lip. So I'm going to go in using MAC Chocotease, and I'm going to use that as my lip liner. And I love these liquid lipsticks. They matte down beautifully, but when doing a lip liner, you want to make sure you take product off the brush before applying, because you don't want to put too much. Well, at least I don't. So I'm just going to line my lips. Boom. I'm just gonna kind of clean that up. And then add depth on the corners of my mouth. And before going to the next step, I like to let that dry for a few seconds. Alright, now that that's dried down a little bit, I'm going to go in with Lady Be Good. And I'm going to start by putting that only on my bottom lip. So, like so. Alright, now that that's dried down a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and mix it. You can do beatbox, do whatever you want to do, girl. But you see how it kind of makes that brown color look a little bit more plum. You can even take a lip brush and blend that out too if you don't feel like, you know, beating your lips out together. Beautiful. I love that. You can even leave it like this, but I think this look will really, I think the gloss will really set this look off. So now I'm going to go in with my Nicka K Lip Gel. And this is from the beauty supply store for about $2. I would never sleep on a beauty supply store lip glosses. Like, when I started from the bottom, I started from them lip glosses, okay? Put that on top. Look how pretty. And it doesn't, what I love about this gloss is that it's not sticky at all or give you that ugly film that most glosses does. It's not thick, it's not sticky, it's like the perfect gloss that you can ever cop for $2. And that's it. This is really pretty. Like, when I tell you that Galaxy palette is worth the buy, it's only like $40, I think. If it's still in stores, cop it if you have not. Like, look at this glitter. It's so pretty. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next week. Sure, bloop.